When we think of the history of flight, our minds often jump to the Wright brothers in 1903, or perhaps the sketches of Leonardo da Vinci. But what if I told you that over 1,000 years ago, in the golden hills of Al-Andalus, a man actually took to the skies? This is the story of Abbas ibn Firnas, the 65-year-old polymath who proved that man was not meant to stay on the ground. Long before the first engine was ever built, he looked at the birds and dared to do the impossible. He didn't just dream of flying, he built the wings to make it happen. The year was 875 AD. In the city of Córdoba, Spain, a massive crowd gathered at the foot of the Mount of the Bride. Abbas ibn Firnas, a man known for his genius in poetry, astronomy, and physics, stood at the edge of a cliff. He wasn't wearing a cape or a costume. He was wearing a sophisticated machine he had spent years perfecting. It was a wooden frame covered in fine silk and real eagle feathers. With his arms strapped into the apparatus, he addressed the crowd, telling them that if his calculations were correct, he would soon be gliding like a bird. With a leap of faith, he threw himself into the air. To the shock of every spectator, he didn't fall, he soared. He stayed airborne for several minutes, circling the valley and feeling the wind beneath his artificial wings. He had become the first human in history to achieve controlled, sustained flight. While his flight was a triumph, it ended in a painful lesson. Ibn Firnas successfully glided a great distance, but when it came time to land, he crashed heavily, injuring his back. In his scientific brilliance, he realized his mistake immediately. He had spent all his time studying how birds take off and stay aloft, but he had neglected how they land. He had failed to provide his machine with a tail. He noted that birds use their tails to slow down and stabilize themselves before touching the earth. Despite the crash, his contribution to science was monumental. He understood the principles of lift and aerodynamics nearly a millennium before the modern era. His courage paved the way for every pilot and astronaut who followed. Today, a crater on the moon and the airport in Baghdad bear his name, honoring the man who first mastered the wind. Abbas ibn Firnas was a man of faith who saw the mechanics of the universe as a sign of the Creator's perfection. His inspiration came from observing the natural world, a practice encouraged by the Holy Quran. أَوَلَمْ يَرَهُ إِلَى الطَّيْرِ فَوْقَهُمْ صَافَّاتٍ وَيَقْبِضْنَ مَا يُمْسِكُهُنَّ إِلَّا الرَّحْمَنُ إِنَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ بَصِيرٌ. Do they not see the birds above them, spreading out their wings and folding them in? None hold them up except the most merciful. Indeed, he is of all things seeing. Surah Al-Mulk 67:19. Abbas ibn Firnas reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey without limits. He took the divine inspiration from the skies and turned it into a reality for mankind. He proved that with observation, intellect, and raw courage, humans can transcend their physical boundaries. Next time you look up at a plane crossing the clouds, remember the 9th century genius from Córdoba. He didn't have engines, and he didn't have metal, but he had the vision to fly. The sky was never the limit. It was only the beginning.